The following is presented by the Cheeky Bastards.
Live from the historic Nakatomi Grand Ballroom in Century City, it's the second annual Brucie Awards show. And now, here are your hosts, those cheeky bastards themselves, the notorious Scott K and the cynical Mr. Smith.
Yippee Ki-Yay, motherfuckers, and welcome to our second annual Brucie Awards show. I am the notorious Guy K.
And my name is Mr. Smith.
And together, we have been your hapless stewards on this 40-month journey to the lesser-known movies of Mr. Bruce Willis's filmography. Steve and I couldn't think of a more fitting way to celebrate Bruce Willis's 70th birthday over here than by taking a look back at the 12 films from the second year of our adventure and handing out some fucking awards to help commemorate it. So without further ado, let's get this motherfucking celebration started. Now we start these proceedings in the only manner befitting them, and that's by singing a very heartfelt happy birthday to the great Bruce Willis on this, his 70th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Mr. Willis. Happy birthday to you. We want Demi Moore.
I'll take all the more I could get.
All right, now, look, if you want us to host your BAFTAs, your Golden Globes, your fucking Oscars, we are available. Reach out to our publicists. They will get in touch with us.
The Year in Review.
Now it's time to take a look back at some of the statistics from the fever dream that was season 2. Now, the movies that Mr. Smith and I were forced to watch by our government contract.
Someone had to do it.
We started with Reprisal. We had Airstrike, 10 Minutes Gone, Trauma Center, Survive the Night, Hard Kill, Breach, Cosmic Sin, Out of Death, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Survive the Game, and we finished it up last month with Apex. Those were the 12. Mr. Smith, how many of those movies dropped to Bruce? Do you think you know the answer?
Drop to Bruce, I'm going to say 3.
Close. 2.
Oh.
The only two were
I was trying to be
Breach
optimistic. I was trying to be optimistic with 3.
Apex. Which means 10 dropped the old proverbial deuce, those being, of course, Reprisal, Airstrike, 10 Minutes Gone, Trauma Center, Survive the Night, Hard Kill, Cosmic Sin, Out of Death, Midnight in Switchgrass, and Survive the Game. It was not a great season. Not a good one. A lot of drops. How many of Bruce's roles dropped to Bruce on this one?
I'm going to say, I'm pulling this out of my ass, I'm going to say 4.
Close again. It was actually a 50-50 year for Bruce. He got 6. And as we always say, look, some of these, look, up against other movies, you might go, I don't fucking know about that, you cocksuckers. But anyways, he did pull 6, and we gave him a Bruce on Reprisal, Airstrike, Survive the Night, Hard Kill, Breach, and of course, Apex. He only pulled 2 double Bruces this year. We had 2 of them. Breach and Apex were the only double Bruce where the film and the acting job were worthy of a Bruce. That is not strong for season 2.
That's not great, no. But we've got to be honest here. I mean, some of these films, as we were discussing nominations, some of them I'd fucking forgotten about.
Yeah,
when I was looking at the names of the movies, I'm like, which one was that?
Yeah,
Survive
I
the
know.
Night, Survive the Game,
Hard
Kill,
Survive this journey.
Survive the next 90 minutes.
I wasn't hard. I wished I was killed. Well, that means that we had 6 also Bruces, being 10 Minutes Gone, Trauma Center, Cosmic Sin, Out of Death, Midnight Switchgrass, and Survive the Game. And last year we had some Bruces, or some deuces for Bruce, but the film was a Bruce. This year, every deuce that Willis dropped as an actor, the film dropped, and there were 6 double deuces this season. 6! As we call them, the Roadhouse Award. Yep, they dropped 6 Roadhouses this year for double deuces.
Season 2 Recap.
Now, this season, Bruce played a little more enigmatic roles. Last year, he was kind of typecast a lot.
Right.
This year, we had 2 crime boss / criminal figures. He played 6 law enforcement types, 2 military members, a CEO, and maybe our favorite, a space janitor.
Of course.
Those are the 12 roles Bruce Willis made. Now, last season 1, he died a lot. Motherfucker was killed
In
off
more
in
ways
every
than
film.
one.
How many times do you think he died in season 2 of his 12 films?
4.
Once.
Once.
He died in Breach. Died in Breach.
Man.
He lived, unfortunately for him. Some may say, I'm not so sure he was alive. He may have been a zombie in these. He lived in Reprisal, Airstrike, 10 Minutes Gone, Trauma Center, Survived the Night, Hard Kill, Cosmic Sin, Out of Death, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Survived the Game, and Apex. I mean, it makes sense that he survived in Out of Death since there was no death.
Well, this is true. They could run. They
We ran
run
out.
And at least we got to see him being the lead in some of these movies again.
Yes. In this season 2, definitely he had more. I don't know if he knew he was the lead, but they were able to get more out of him in season 2. He definitely was on screen a lot more. And you know what we might do for next year, because we added a new nomination in this year. Maybe next year I'll give the award for the movie that he sat down the most in. Maybe we'll do one of those. We'll go with
Well, we've introduced a new category, so maybe every year.
Yeah, well, we only get one more full
We've
one.
only got one more. But...
Yeah, well, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for season 4, which is 4 episodes. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
All right, well then, that means it's time for us to hand out some fucking hardware, some fucking Brucies here on our season 2 Brucie Awards show. And our first category is Best Line of Dialogue.
Best line of dialogue.
And the nominees are English and Ed from Survive the Game. What's the difference between a redneck and a hillbilly? Rednecks don't sleep with their sisters. Clay Young from Breach while holding a flamethrower. I think that's key to tell you that because otherwise it makes no sense. Yes. Who Wants Barbecue? Braxton Ryle from Cosmic Sin. Being sucked off by the universe isn't the worst way to go. And here in America right now, you know what? I second that. Tom from Out of Death. Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock? And Thomas Malone from Apex. I'm better than good. I'm baking and eggs on a Sunday morning. And last but not least, Bishop and Lyle, also from the amazing film Apex. How much you benching these days? What's your mom weigh? 220, 240, 280. She's back on the Ben & Jerry's. And Scott's winner is Bishop and Lyle from Apex. How much you benching these days? What's your mom weigh? 220, 240? 280. She's back in the Ben & Jerry's. And Steve's winner is Thomas Malone from Apex. I'm better than good. I'm baking and eggs on a Sunday morning. So Apex, right out the gate, gets two wins for them in our Best Line of Dialogue. And my good friend Steve Smith will now present our next category, which is Best Action Sequences.
Best action sequence.
With which there were many.
Many. It took us hours to comb through.
Okay. For Best Action Sequence, the nominees are Bruce Willis shooting at his Japanese Zero with a pistol from a moving Jeep in Airstrike, your personal favourite, I believe.
It's just so fun.
Or one of your favourites. Bruce Willis with a flamethrower in Breach. Bruce Willis with a bazooka in Cosmic Sin. And the mongrel montage from Apex. And in this case, the unanimous winner, ladies and gentlemen, the mongrel montage from Apex.
Oof, Apex is sweeping early here. Sweeping early in the Brucies.
We've got some early sort of ideas of where this is heading. Maybe.
Doesn't hurt to be the last film in the series, seemingly, right now.
No, maybe not. That might be very telling.
Well, this is a fun category here. We've got our next category being Best Screenplay.
Best screenplay.
And the nominees are Edward Drake and Corey Large for Breach. Edward Drake and Corey Large for Cosmic Sin. And pulling off the trifecta, Edward Drake and Corey Large for Apex. And the unanimous winner is, and the fourth win in a row of the night, Edward Drake and Corey Large for Apex. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, if you had that on your bingo card, you win yourselves a prize. Although you're still missing the O, unless, of course, you got the free space in the middle, then bingo for you.
You've won a toaster.
Why don't you tell the folks at home what's up next for them in our Brucies Awards?
Well, our next category is Best Bruce Willis Role.
Best Bruce Willis role.
The nominees are Clay Young in Breach, Colonel Jack Johnson in Airstrike, and Thomas Malone
Over here.
in Apex over here. And the unanimous winner in this case is Clay Young from Breach.
Fucking space janitors. Don't you fucking besmirch the space
He
janitors
knocked it
with
out
a
of the park.
fucking flamethrower.
He
It was just
knocked
it's
it out of the
awesome.
park.
It was the best. There's a certain moment this year you go, that one's definitely winning. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
That does lead us to our next brand new category. Our best John Cusack. Holy fuck, this guy's in the movie impersonation.
Best John Cusack impersonation.
And our nominees are Jacques Gwen from Hard Kill, Thomas, I May Be Loved by Steve Smith Jane from Breach, and Frank Brillo Pad Grillo from Cosmic Sin. And Scott's winner is Jacques Gwen from Hard Kill, the Asian spy who we didn't know was in the movie, was then in the movie, and then decided to leave the movie again. Well done, ma'am, to you. And Steve's winner, as if you don't know at home already. Thomas, I want to ride you like a train. Jane from Breach.
That's my guy. I love the
you.
fucking guy over
Hey,
here.
get us over here on the fucking Golden Globes already. All right. Mr. Smith, what's up next?
Okay. Our next category, Best Supporting Actress.
Best Supporting Actress.
And the nominees are CJ Perry from Cosmic Sin, my ex, Lydia Hull in 10 Minutes Gone, Perry Reeves in Cosmic Sin. Scott's winner in this case is CJ Perry from Cosmic Sin. And my winner is, of course, my ex. Maybe we can rekindle things. Lydia Hull from 10 Minutes Gone.
You know, look, you break up with her, at least she gives an award, all right? I mean, Lydia, you and Thomas are going to have to split rights. I don't tell you right now.
Well, you know, if Thomas Jane spurs my advances, I'll go old school with
Hey,
Lydia Hull.
over here, Lydia. How you doing? Our next category, Best Supporting Actor.
Best Supporting Actor.
And the nominees are Sergio motherfucking Rizzuto from I Kill, Costas, I Ain't No Whore Mandalore from Cosmic Sin, and Michael Cera over here from Out of Death. All right? And the Scott's winner, my winner, I know who Scott, I'm talking to that person. That Scott's winner is Sergio Rizzuto over here from
Hey,
I
you
Kill, you
say
son of a bitch. How's your mother? Huh? Tell her go fuck herself.
I say Risotto, you say
Hey,
Rizzuto.
Hey, he's no related to Phil Rizzuto, the old Yankees shortstop, was dead. And Steve's winner is Costas. I should have been in the Mandalore from Cosmic Sin. The best name. If we had a best name category, which maybe we do that may be the last one. We'll
That
come up
may
with
be.
a bunch of bullshit like the hyperboles you have in your high school yearbooks. Most likely to succeed, most likely to be raped by Steve. Over here. Thomas, I'm the choo-choo train. Jane. So Sergio Rizzuto, Costas Mandalore, congratulations as you two beautiful sons of bitches shine brightly through a pile of shit this season, and we congratulate you with these two Brucies.
I might change my name to Costas Mandalore. I'm on the fence, but hey.
Listen, if they make another Godfather, it better be named Sergio Rizzuto's the fucking Don over here. Hey, Don Rizzuto.
Up next, Best Actress. Everyone is at
This
this
might
point.
be tenuous. This
This is
Lydia Hall, you
they're
might
on
want
the
to
edge of
sit
they're
down.
on the edge of their seats for this one.
Best Actress.
Nikki Whelan from Trauma Center, Jamie King for Out of Death, and Megan Fox or Megan Fox for Midnight in the Switchgrass. And once again, we have a unanimous winner, Nikki Whelan in Trauma Center. By far the best.
She helped us get through Trauma Center.
The best thing about that movie.
100%. We said it back then that she was probably the front runner for this very award.
Yeah, we did. We called that one.
Now, if Megan Fox had let us spend midnight in her suite, it might have been different. If Megan Fox had been naked, maybe might have changed things up. But hey, Nikki Whelan, you killed it, and I'm glad to see you're not in any more of these films. You wised up, you took your Brucie, you went home, you said, you know what? I gotta go back to school. I gotta get my shit together. I gotta stop being in these B movies. So, congrats to the Whelan family and Nikki especially. That brings up our next category: Best Actor non-Bruce Willis.
Best Actor non-Bruce Willis.
And our nominees are Frank Grillo from Reprisal, Emil Hirsch E. Squirts from Midnight in the Switchgrass. I've worked on these if you were wondering. And Neil Ronald McDonough from Apex. And my winner is Frank Grillo from Reprisal. And Steve's winner is his new man crush. Move over, Thomas Jane. You may need to make room on your choo-choo train. It's Neil Ronald McDonough from Apex. Apex back in the win category. Congratulations to Grillo and McDonough. May your careers continue to just simmer. And may you stay in our movies to help us get through season 3.
Please. Right. This is a big one.
That's what she said.
That's what she said over here. Best director, ladies and gents. Are you ready?
Here we go. Hold on, folks. Here it comes.
Best Director.
The nominees are A. Johnny Suits. You remember Johnny Suits from fucking the Family Back East.
I gotta get the suits.
Hey,
this guy with those suits.
Johnny Suits, director of Breach. Next up, Edward Drake, director of Apex. And finally, Brian A. Miller, the director of Reprisal. And we have a unanimous winner. That's our boy, Johnny Suits. Hey, Johnny.
Johnny, how's those suits doing over there? You know what, Johnny?
Get
This
your
fucking award
fucking
suits
shine
you
box.
just right, you son of a bitch, you piece of shit. Hey, Johnny Suits did more with a high school production than some professional, than maybe Mr. Coppola did with his movie. I'm just saying over here. You put the two together,
Perhaps,
one guy's got bajillion money, looks like dog shit. This guy's got like a high school set, and we had a great time with it. Just saying, Johnny Suits, congrats.
Controversial, but hey, is what it is. Johnny Suits for the win.
For the win, another win in Breach. Breach and Apex going neck and neck for the title here. Now, before we announce the nominees and winner for Best Picture, we're going to be handing out our Critics' Choice Award for Worst Film of Season 2. And to whittle these down was quite difficult. The award should be changed to the name of, what was the first movie I hated? Setup. This could be, the setup is better than this category.
Critics' Choice Award for Worst Film.
Our nominees for Critics' Choice Award for Worst Film of Season 2 are Trauma Center, 10 Minutes Gone That We Can't Get Back, and Out of Death. And the unanimous winner and lowest rated film that we have watched through 24 films that we've talked to you about, Out of Death. Congratulations, Out of Death. You may end up being the worst film we have seen, but we still have 16 more to decide from. So hold on to your titties. They may jump it anyways. I thought the bar was set. It's set up. I'm sorely mistaken and wrong. As a matter of fact, the 3 movies that were nominated are all, I believe, if you go in order, 3 through 1 on the worst scale that we've got. So congratulations to Season 2 on being such a dumpster fire. Here's hoping that Season 3, just a little bit above the bar, right? Like, what's all we're asking for? It's like a hair better above the bar. Maybe we don't get 6 Roadhouses. That'd be great. 6 Roadhouse Award double deuces. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Smith will now have the honor of the final award of the evening.
Drum roll, please. Silent, though, because they're annoying. Our final category for the night is Best Picture. This wasn't as difficult as we thought.
This is one of those movies that one immediately suicide.
Best Picture.
So the nominees for Best Picture are Breach, Cosmic Sin, and Apex. And by unanimous decision, the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is Breach.
Congratulations, Breach.
Congrats, Breach.
I'd like to get a small congrats to Cosmic Sin as you're the first, although it's only the second awards, to be a deuce and get nominated for Best Picture since we had two Bruces. So someone's got to be the least of the
Someone had
deuces,
to get
and
lucky.
you were the least of the deuces.
So, congrats to Johnny Suits.
Johnny Suits and the group, congrats. Once again, after we saw Bruce, we thought, hey, I wonder if the sci-fi genre is going to be something good for Bruce. Ends up being all three pictures, also all written by Drake, and obviously, as we heard, they were the three nominated for Best Screenplay. So there's something to be said, and we've got to look forward to in season 3. We got 4 or 5 more films from those boys. So
This is our
I'm
boy,
holding out some hope. And
Corey
now that
Lodge,
we're
man.
starting to move away from EFO. And I think that could be a big reason why maybe some of these films will hopefully start to be better on the basis of what we've been watching. But congratulations to all our winners. Steve and I are looking forward to seeing what films, actors, and actresses that he wants to sleep with will be nominated at the end of the season for our 3rd Annual Brucies Awards show. Now, before we go, let's take a look at how this year's films did as far as nominations and wins are concerned. Here's your scorecard at home, folks. Reprisal, first out the gate, we had 2 nominations. Did get a win. Frank Grillo took home my award for Best Actor. Congrats to him. Airstrike, the unbelievably shit show but comedic performance of Airstrike, got 2 nominations. Unfortunately, did not take home a win. 10 Minutes Gone, 2 noms and a win to the lovely Lydia Hall. I think that might have been a part of the divorce agreement. That's something for the lawyers to decide. And the reason that had to happen is because in Trauma Center, got 2 nominations and got a win. The new Mrs. Smith, she took home for Nikki Whelan, took home the award for Best Actress. Survive the Night, the only film without a nomination, and clearly also did not get a win. No nominations. That could be good and bad. You didn't do anything great enough to get a good nomination, but you also weren't shitty enough to get a bad nomination. So middle of the road for you. Well done.
This is true.
Hard Kill, 2 nominations, 2 wins, a 2 for 100%. The only film to win all of its nominations, so good for Hard Kill. Breach has the second most nominations, coming in at 7, and second most wins with 4, but it wins for Best Bruce Willis role. It won for Best Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Film.
Wow.
Cosmic Sin ties for the most nominations with 8, but only takes home 2 wins. I mean, great nominations, but hey, you know what? 2 wins. Maybe that's why you were a deuce. You didn't have enough to make it to the Bruce. Out of Death, 4 nominations, and the only win for the worst film we've ever fucking seen on this journey so far. You were out of Death, and we were out of Patience, so congratulations for winning. Midnight in the Switchgrass did get 2 nominations. Emil Hershey Squirts got 1, and Miss Megan Fox, she got a nomination, but no wins. No wins for Midnight. Survive the Game, 1 nomination, no wins. And our top film for nominations and wins being Apex, with 8 nominations and 5 wins. So there you have it. Quite a year. We had Breach, we had Cosmic Sin, and Apex all getting a total of 23 total nominations between the 3 films, with a whopping 11 wins for those 3 films. So we'll see what next year brings as we have our last full breadth of it. And you know what? We'll talk about it. We got time. We may even push the Brucies back. We could combine the last 4 films. Maybe it'll be a 16-film category for the last big one, and we'll add some hyperbole. Maybe we're going to figure it out, because those people were to do...
Just to wrap things up in a nice bow.
We're
Just
to have
to
4
tidy
films.
things up.
So that means 4.
Yeah.
So if we have 4 films, there's going to be 3 of them are going to be nominated for Best Picture, and also 3 of them are going to be nominated for the Worst Picture. So it's a very weird thing to be nominated for Best and Worst at the same time. But we shall see what happens. But Mr. Smith, this has been a fantastic... Finally, we're through Season 2. In just a couple more days, Season 3 kicks off. We've got Deadlock coming for you. You'll have to find out who's Bruce playing. Does he survive the fucking movie? Is it a Bruce for him? Is it a deuce for the film? Who knows? You're going to have to find out in a couple weeks.
At this point, we just don't know. But I think it's fair to say we could actually, hand on our hearts, recommend Breach.
Yes. Also, hand on our hearts, we also know that of the nominations this year, if we were to go up against season one, none of the 3 films that we nominated would stand a chance against season one's films. However, some of the acting could, some of the other stuff could. There was some surprises. Like we said, Sergio Rizzuto, we had fucking Costas Mandylor, and we had the beautiful Michael Cera over here. We had some guys show up. Nikki Whelan come out of left field, saving us from trauma center. Like there was some
She
some
was
fun.
great.
Yeah, there was some fun.
She brought her A game
She did.
to a Z grade movie.
She did. A lot of Z grade this year. A lot of Z grade. So, my friends, give Mr. Willis a very happy 70th birthday. Hopefully, he'll be around for 71 next year as we get ready to wrap up our journey, which is bizarre to say. We're about to
Strange we
start
made
the
it this
last full year journey of the pod. We've made it through 2 years. It was been a hoot, and I'm looking forward to what season 3 has to offer because season 2 was a low. If it stays a low, we already know what to expect, but there's that chance we could get a little bit of a dip. That the roller coaster may go back up a hill. You never know.
It's possible.
It's
And
possible.
that's the joy. That is the joy of doing this. We don't know what we're going to get.
Never know.
We can be surprised. We can be devastated. You know, it's the cycle of life.
Yes, we've questioned our life choices. If anything, this podcast has done, it's made you go, maybe I should get some therapy and talk about life choices. Maybe I'm not suited for making my own decisions anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe I need a power of attorney.
Been fun though. It's been fun.
It's been a hoot, and look forward to it again. So, from all of us here, by all of us, I mean the millions behind the scenes, the millions working hard to bring you these standard straight to DVD releases, the Bruce Willis STDs. Here at the Dropping a Bruce from your cheeky bastards. Happy birthday, Bruce, and congratulations to all the winners and losers for the second annual Brucies. We're going to go to the award show now and get uncomfortable hand jobs from each other. And that will do it for our second annual Brucie Awards show. We hope you enjoyed and survived the second season of our journey through the 40 straight-to-demand releases from Bruce Willis's filmography. That's 24 down and only 16 more to go. We would also like to wish the incomparable Bruce Willis a very happy 70th birthday. So be sure to join us again next week as Steve and I kick off Season 3 with our review of Bruce's role in 2021's action thriller Deadlock, to see if he dropped a deuce or if he dropped a Bruce. Until then.
Yippee Ki-Yay, motherfucker.
This has been a Man with an Exceptional Beard production.